Hello, this is Deborah. Hello to all my new YouTube subscribers. I started out with, I think, 14, and now the last time I looked, I have 31. So welcome to all my new YouTube subscribers. Let me reintroduce myself. I'm a certified trichologist. I've been a trichologist for over 40 years now. So I've been practicing hair care for a long time. But I actually went back to school. I actually went back to school, I think about 3 to 4, maybe 5 years ago, to become a certified trichologist. Here's my diploma that I have as a certified trichologist. Now you notice I have a diploma. So I have a little bit more than a certificate. I actually went back to school. It was a post-secondary education school where I went to school and I got a certificate in healthcare science. So that certificate it didn't really start me on my journey. I started on my journey back in, I think it was 2001, when I actually went to a different type of seminar, where usually I try to educate, I have been educating myself for over 40 years, because my motto is give the client more than they expect. So in order to be able to give the client more than they expect, I have to educate myself so I can give them more than the average treatment. So long ago, before I became a trichologist, I made a commitment to myself and to my customers that I would do no harm to their hair, knowingly. So in order for me not to do any harm to my clients knowingly, I had to educate myself. So I started educating myself from the jump, as soon as I got out of high school. Now, I got my license in high school. I was able to take a 2-year course while I was in high school. So when I graduated with my cosmetology license. And I come from a family of entrepreneurs. The men in our family, they did landscaping and different other businesses, but it was all entrepreneurship. The women in our family, they were cosmetologists. So as me, I followed the lead of what I was taught of my ancestors, and that was cosmetology. But I wanted to be the best that I could be. So early on, I started educating myself. So over the years, because I've been educating myself continuously for more than a decade. So over the years, all this education has got in my brain, and it led me more. Because when you learn, it just gives you that power to learn more. So fast forward, I'm now a certified trichologist. Now that journey that I embarked on back in 2001, it was because of a need that I saw. Early on, I started seeing different signs of hair loss in my earlier career of hair care, and I would notice different spots. And I always used to ask myself, why? Why is this happening? Is this something that I did? Did I use the wrong product? What did I do? And you know how things go on. You keep moving, you keep shaking. And then over the years, I noticed other things happening in clients' hair, and I would ask myself, why? Why is this happening? So that why led me into becoming a certified trichologist. Now, I didn't want to be a trichologist. I didn't even know how to pronounce the word trichologist. I just wanted to learn why clients was losing their hair. So I started embarking on to be a hair loss specialist. So I took various 3-day classes and whatnot. So one time I took a 3-day class, my husband and I, we went to Washington, D.C. And I took a 3-day class. That class was from 9 in the morning until 9 at night. And in that class, we learned so much. It was medical. It was a lot of medical things. And we started learning not from the hair, the dead hair from the scalp up. We started looking into what happening from the scalp down. So I had to learn all the parts of the follicle, things I never heard of before. Some things I heard in school, other things I never heard of. Anyway, long story short, with that 3-day course, we was able to get a certificate to become a certified hair loss practitioner. But guess what? I failed the test. There was 5 of us in the class. And 2 of the people that failed, I was one of them. We were stylists that's been styling not really styling, because people think you style hair. I do more than style hair from day one. I looked into the hair care of people. But I failed the test along with another girl. And the other girl, she started crying. And I was like, okay, why are you crying? And she's like, because she failed the test. I'm like, that doesn't mean anything. Failing the test we need to dig a little deeper, because remember, we're hairstylists. We was going into a medical realm. So in order to successfully navigate ourselves into that medical realm, we had to learn medical knowledge. So that night, I went home and I started looking for different schools so that I could pass the test to be not a trichologist. I didn't want to be a trichologist. I just wanted to learn how I can keep hair on my client's scalp. Long story short, that journey led me and to actually going to a board certified school where I got a diploma in trichology. And the name of that school is NTTI. That was in Atlanta. I live in Florida. So that means I had to travel every 3 months to Atlanta to take a 3-day course